The gathering was noisy, vibrant, and packed with carefree chuckles. Yet an uneasy feeling lingered well before she opened her mouth. My wife positioned herself near the middle of the space, glass in hand, basking in the spotlight that always seemed to trail her. I observed silently while she bantered with the crowd, her assurance swelling with each grin directed her way. Then her laugh rang out sharper than earlier, and she declared, "I could walk away from you this instant." To the others, it came across as teasing, just light-hearted fun designed to amuse. But I caught a different layer underneath. Conviction, the sort born from thinking there are no real repercussions. The crowd tittered, anticipating my comeback. I didn't hurry to justify myself or brush it aside with a chuckle. I held her gaze steadily, a surprising serenity washing over me. Right then, it hit me how frequently I'd overlooked remarks meant to probe limits. I recognized that casual quips expose real thoughts when they slip out effortlessly. The situation demanded truth, not jest. I kept my volume normal and stayed where I was. I simply responded, "Then go ahead and leave." My voice remained even, composed, and unmistakable. The amusement halted abruptly, like a switch had been flipped. Discussions cut off halfway. The background tune suddenly seemed intrusive and misplaced. My wife blinked, visibly unprepared for that reply. Her grin wavered, moving from puzzlement to astonishment. She let out another laugh, fainter now, figuring I was joining the game. I stayed still. I didn't restate it. Quietness gains strength when everyone anticipates chatter. She scanned the faces nearby, hoping somebody would rescue the awkwardness. No one stepped in. Gazes drifted elsewhere. The quip crumbled beneath its own boldness. That one calm phrase transformed the entire mood. It wasn't theatrical or hostile. It was conclusive, and every person sensed it, her most of all. When it dawned on her that the instant had escaped her grasp, she attempted a comeback, claiming I was too touchy, insisting it was merely banter. Her tone felt strained already. I heard her out without cutting in, seeing how fast playfulness morphed into justification. I explained quietly that banter succeeds only when all parties feel secure within it. The space remained hushed, leaving her statement no cover. She fidgeted, abruptly conscious of her vulnerability. Those close by acted oblivious, yet nobody budged. That's when I grasped the true force of composure. I felt no rage. I felt no shame. I was simply finished with accepting disregard as trivial. She questioned why I'd chosen to handle it openly like that. I answered that she'd picked the witnesses. Those words struck deeper than any raised voice ever could. Her poise fractured as the truth sank in. Something irreversible had just taken place, and no amount of giggling could reverse it. She dropped her volume and inquired whether we could discuss it away from others. I murmured that seclusion wasn't the problem, respect was. That line halted her entirely. The celebration became irrelevant. The guests, the clamor, the surroundings all receded as understanding settled. She fixed her eyes on mine, searching for hesitation or remorse. She found neither. I wasn't warning of departure. I wasn't seeking comfort. I was establishing a line she'd never imagined I'd enforce. The quiet extended painfully. A person nearby coughed softly, but the laughter had vanished for good. All at once she appeared diminished, unsure, deprived of the boldness she'd worn moments earlier. That's when the real change happened. Not with volume or flair, but softly, right there amid the crowd. She at last comprehended that offhand remarks can seal exits forever when directed at someone who won't tolerate them in that moment. We departed the event soon afterward, avoiding further spectacle. In the vehicle, she charged me with embarrassing her, with exaggerating, with spoiling everything. I listened attentively, grip firm on the steering wheel. Once she ran out of accusations, she paused, expecting regret from me. None came. I stated evenly that true embarrassment stems from violating limits, not from upholding them. She fell silent, eyes fixed on the passing scenery. The journey home stretched longer than normal. Back at the house, she attempted once more to dismiss it, labeling the episode foolish and pointless. I pointed out that statements disclose what truly matters when they're uttered fearlessly. That disturbed her. She wondered aloud whether I was in earnest, whether I genuinely stood by my words. I said that gravity emerges precisely when humor fails to stick. The home carried a different weight afterward. Denser, more subdued. The shift was unmistakable. Something had concluded at that gathering, and both of us recognized it.